What's your favorite color tracksuit?
Oh, very good. That's a great one. Right. Currently, I have a purple with gold stripes that I love. It's very royal. And it's the high neck version. I like my high necks.
I just wondered if you had any qualms when the whole Sue Sylvester role was offered to you and that beginning of that. And then second part of the question is, where did you really think, oh my God, this is huge and my life is really changing?
I had no qualms about taking the role. I was thrilled with it, but I had one complication. I had already been obligated to do another show, and so I had to do Sue Sylvester in the pilot as a guest star. And the first 4 or 5 episodes, actually, where I was a guest star. And then the other thing, which I was not shooting, it was just a contractual obligation, kind of went away, very much went away, and freed me up to be a regular. So, but I had no qualms. And when did I know? I guess it was a slow dawning that this show was pretty huge. You know, when I started getting the feeling was in between the pilot and the first episode, we had like 4 months. And those 4 months, the internet was on fire. And, you know, the kids started getting recognized on the street. And that's when we knew that, and I knew that the shows we had in the can were quite good. And I thought, wow, this could be a really big hit.
What were the other near misses of? Because I know that you've gone out for other, like Reba was a show that you that you auditioned for, right?
Yeah, it turned out to be completely one of the best pilots I ever read. But it turned out to be a vehicle for Reba, which ended up being great. But it was a completely different show. It was a really good pilot. Desperate Housewives was a wonderful pilot too. One of the best I ever read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi, Miss Lynch.
Hey.
So first, I want to credit you for the first lesbian kiss I ever saw in Best in Show.
Oh.
That was mine. But my question does have to do with Glee. So, filming out John Burroughs, have you ever seen the Powerhouse Kids?
The what?
The Powerhouse, like the show choir there?
No.
What do you think of actual show choir? Have you seen show choir?
Show choir in
Yeah,
general,
like,
or is there a movie called Show Choir?
No, like show choir in general.
Oh, great.
Like what the show's based off of.
Oh, yeah, you know what? We didn't have show choir when I was growing up. We had chorale and swing choir. Literally swang. That's the word. But yeah, show choir is great. I saw that group on Oprah that performed. Yeah, that's them. Oh, they're wonderful. Yeah, they're fantastic, very talented. Yeah.
Yes, thanks. Jane, just very briefly, at the end of the montage, we got to see the first rather poignant moment for Sue Sylvester when her sister is introduced. And obviously, I mean, I cried like a baby when I saw that. I was curious to know when it was presented to you and how you reacted to you know, the role and what it meant to you in terms of the show.
When I first was reading through the script and I was being kind of awful to Becky, the Down syndrome cheerleader, I thought, oh God, where are they going with this? People are going to hate me. And then, of course, reading the final scene, I went, oh my God, Brian Murphy is a friggin' genius. He is. Who would come up with this stuff? And he's a genius, and what a heart, you know? What a mind and what a heart.
I wanted to say thanks, and I also wanted maybe, if there's any information, I have an autistic brother who I just went to the Hollywood Bowl with, and we have a really good relationship. It's different than most siblings, but it was just so powerful for me to see that scene, because that relationship has just not been represented. I mean, we're talking about relationships that don't get represented, and you know, especially important here in Outfest. That kind of relationship hasn't been represented in media, and it was just you played it beautifully. And thank you. And do you know if that relationship might continue on?
Yeah, it'll continue on. Yeah, and because it's home for a lot of people, and you know, that's what Ryan does so well, is he finds these areas that just people have not touched for one reason or another, and he just brings them out, and you know, and so I'm glad it hit home for you, and I'm glad you have something to, you know, refer to and to see your own experience, and I think that's great.
Thank you.
Sure. And you know, another thing too is Ryan will never show Chris as a victim, you know, because that's done a lot with us, you know, where, you know, we get beat up, and it's a story to be told. It's a story that needs to be told, but also, you know, this is what I love about what he does with Kurt, is he bases him on Ryan's experience. Ryan went to school in Indiana, was very popular and very open about being gay. And, you know, just because he was a popular kid, people didn't give him crap about it, you know, and And he's basing Kurt on that. You know, Kurt is very popular, he's very well loved, and he'll never, you know, he'll never be the victim, which I love that.
This character is sort of a step along the way, Chris, you know, where that character, it's about his being gay, and we're still dealing with that as a culture, but I mean, I think what everyone sort of wants to see is we're part of the fabric in real life. Why can't we be part of the fabric?
We're adding a Christian character who's going to have a problem with his, and she's not going to be like a hateful person either. She's going to be a wonderful singer and somebody that the group really likes, and is going to give Rachel a run for her money, but she's going to have an issue with Chris. So this will be great for us to examine that. I don't know what happens, or you know, but it'll be fun to watch.
All right, the pressure's on. Final question.
Actually, my question was the Carol Burnett question. So I thought, shoot, that was my question. But so I just want to say, I just want to thank you, Jane, because watching your career, knowing you, you're just a wonderful person inside and out. And you know, anyone who takes a second to see your IMBD credits, you're just like working actor, working actor, working actor, and now you're getting what you well deserve. And the reason, right? And I think I can speak for everyone, but the reason why the DGA is sold out, you sold it out today, is because I remember you telling me you met, I said, who's one of the nicest people you've met? And you told me, you know, Carol Burnett is as nice as a Carol Burnett you would think would be. And I think the reason why it sold out, and the reason why you got your Emmy nominations, and the reason why you'll continue to shine, no matter after this hubbub, is that you're as nice as a Jane Lynch could be.
Thank you. It's nice of you to say it. It's good to see you. I love you.